I never thought that I would say this, but we need to take a cue from what is happening in Canada right now. A convoy of trucks, 43 miles long and growing, by the way, is moving from British Columbia to Parliament Hill in Ottawa to protest the vaccine mandate for truckers in Canada. That mandate calls for them to be fully vaccinated before crossing the border with America. These truckers are the new freedom fighters, sacrificing everything to send Canadian lawmakers a message.
The ultimate goal is for the government to listen to Canadians, because this is to unite Canadians. We got trucks coming from the east and the west.
You see, Trudeau, there's something you're going to figure out. It's people like me in this industry that feed you, bring you fuel, everything you take for granted. Well, I'm going to tell you something. We run this country, not you.
This is incredible. This has been an absolutely inspiring day. This is showing me that there's some hope here. This could be the start of something huge, and we all need to embrace this.
Oh man, you better believe it. I love those guys. It is an amazing sight. Working class men and women fully willing to spend thousands of dollars on fuel to make this very long trip that should end Saturday, all right? To help offset the cost of that fuel, organizers set up a GoFundMe page. It has raised nearly $6 million. In fact, support for Freedom Convoy 2022 is overwhelming. So overwhelming, GoFundMe froze the money yesterday. They froze it, insisting it needs a plan of where organizers will spend the millions before GoFundMe releases it. It's all bullcorn. You see what's happening here? Big tech, once again, shuts off the real fuel driving this convoy, money. It shuts off the funding that is fueling this fight for freedom. So the big tech war on liberty clearly isn't just happening in America, but in Canada too. Even so, that war clearly can't stop the determination of these Canadian truckers. It is awe-inspiring.
It was absolutely an amazing sight to see all of the people, all of the volunteers. Man, there was so many people just handing out stuff on the side of the road. The community was incredible, absolutely incredible.
Puts a smile on their faces, even in the face of all the oppression. You look at how cold it is in the snow. This is where they're headed out to. See, the government wants this massive line of cars and trucks shut down. Reports are coming in that Canadian police officers are now even shutting off entrances to truck stops now, literally trying to force these Canadian patriots to run out of fuel. The government's biggest concern, like in America, is that the people just don't want to take it anymore, and more patriots will start rising up too, like these truckers.
The fact they're coming in this cold, in the snow, and man, savages. Savages for real.
Savages is right. Yes, they are. It is a political issue, of course, right? It has to be. Liberals, well, they love and embrace the mandates. Conservatives, not so much. Conservative members of parliament want them lifted.
If you walk into a grocery store and you see products on the shelves, thank a trucker. If you walk into a grocery store and you see empty shelves, thank Justin Trudeau. His policy of vaccine vendetta against our hardworking truckers is going to drive up the cost for our people, drive people out of work, and leave us with empty shelves.
You know, I love this story because, as many of you know, I've been in the trucking industry for the last 7 or 8 years now. This is what truckers are all about. So not surprisingly, the mainstream media here at home is ignoring this giant Canadian convoy. The leftist purveyors of propaganda that call themselves reporters don't want Americans to see the fight that is taking place up north. They don't want it to inspire you not to comply. So tonight, we focus on what's going on because we want it to inspire you. You know who else wants it to inspire you? Donald Trump Jr.
When we get together And when we stand together and when we push back against the insanity, we can win. And that's how this all ends.
We win, right? We win. But the best part about this convoy is it doesn't take the son of an American president to call for change. It simply takes you. Or in the case of what's happening right now in Canada, a truck driver or 2 or 3 or 4 or 100,000 of them. Because remember, truckers move a nation, literally, Canada and America.